Hello and welcome to This is Private Practice for Friday. We've arrived. It's Celebration Fri-yay. And it's time for us to take stock of all the things that we have done this week, to let go of the relentlessness that can sometimes overwhelm us when we're busy in our private practice, and help us to see the progress that we're making, actually acknowledge what it is that we've been able to do and the lives that we've contributed to this week. So I'm really keen for people to get on this call today and celebrate with me, share what it is that you're proud of or that you're keen to let the world know about, and make sure that you are doing the affirming thing for yourself and celebrating yourself. Because let's face it, as health professionals, sometimes our work can feel a little thankless, and it's important that we celebrate along the way. I've never been a good celebrator of things. Celebration is not something that was done particularly well in my family of origin. And we just were so busy moving on to the next thing and getting the next thing done and moving on, and that we never really took the time, and it was never really encouraged for us to slow down and acknowledge and celebrate what we've been doing. My sister, however, has put this, created this culture in her family, and they do celebrations so well. And that's what I want to start engendering here with all of us, because even in my business, I know I need to be helping my team members celebrate and learning how to be more affirming in what they do. Now, I know there's a couple of people watching, but I can't tell who you are because Facebook's not letting me know. And it would be great if I could know who I was talking to, because sometimes this can feel weird. So I feel like I've had a pretty successful week, or a week where I have contributed to things, and I'm proud of a few things. I'm trying to cast my mind back to Monday, but in all honesty, I do that and then go, oh shit, I haven't done this and this and this and this. So in trying to prepare for this Facebook Live today, I've managed to put myself into a bit of a spin and created a very long list of things that I haven't yet done. I think we should celebrate the fact that it got until 4:30 on a Friday afternoon before I had my little freak out. That's worth celebrating. It means I haven't been freaking out since Wednesday, which is often, if I'm going to have an overwhelm freak out, it will start on a Wednesday. So yay me, learning how to not freak out before 4:30 on a Friday. And I guess by 4:30 on a Friday, I've learned too that all the to-dos on my to-do list don't have to be done right now. I have found one email that needs urgent attention because it needed to be addressed yesterday. Kate and Katie, I'm so sorry. So sorry that I didn't get it to you on the date that you asked for. But it's on its way. I've done the piece of homework that you asked for me, so we can get that special thing out to your people next week. So that's something to celebrate. I actually went back and reread the email. Hurrah! Scylla, is that you? Did you just let me know that you're here? Thank you. It's lovely to see. Oh, God, why aren't these comments coming up? Hello, Facebook. Come on. Woohoo! Adele. Oh, that was it. I wonder why that happened. Facebook's been doing weird things today. I have another piece of technology called Insight. It's my EHR. It's decided to do weird things today. So, I'm not going to say anything more about internet technology because I really need this to be working right now. So back on Monday, one of the things I wanted to accomplish this week was an application that we had been asked, Purple Co had been asked to be a part of a vocational intervention program for people living with a brain injury, and I got that completed this week. I don't tend to do tenders very often. I don't enjoy the tendering process. They're a lot of work for not a lot of return. But this was a project where we were personally invited. It's a client group that I love working with and know that we have a lot to be able to contribute. So I was pretty excited that I got that done, and I was able to engage some of my team members to help me with that. Remember, I'm not very good at asking for help. So let's celebrate that too. I actually asked for help. Hurrah! Something else to celebrate this week is I had put in some expressions of interest to another large funding body here in New South Wales, the state that I live in, and put forward 3 ideas that I thought they might be interested in talking to us about. And they've come back asking us to present a business case on all 3 ideas. So right now, I'm kind of glad that I didn't put the 7 in that I had originally thought I was going to do, because this next stage is going to take a little bit of work. But how cool is that? We've actually got ideas that people think are worth exploring. And because of the way we do our work, very much focused on people and humanness and making sure that people are motivated and engaged and engaging in their own recovery process, that people are taking notice of what it is that we do and how we serve. We, of course, had the Purple Co event this week, and that went extremely well. And I've already started making plans to offer that interstate in Victoria, Melbourne, and looking at pushing that out in the next couple of weeks, which is pretty cool as well. So, yeah, I think it's a week worth celebrating. We've had new clients come into Purple Co this week. People have been going through the brand new training. I don't know if anyone has found it yet, the training on how to create or craft a networking conversation. Getting a lot of very positive feedback about that training series and how that's helping people. And I've already got people enrolling in the 5 Favorite People program coming up in October. So that's pretty cool, knowing that we've got something really valuable to offer there as well, and people need this information and want to know how to do this even better. So that is all awesome and excellent. So is anyone on the live here who wants to share with me what they're celebrating this week? I could sit here and talk about lots of different things. I could talk about the fact that Sophie's doing okay. If you remember, my practice manager ruptured her ACL, and we've just needed a bit of time to learn how to navigate life as a single person who's trying to navigate a fairly significant knee injury. She's doing great. She's getting through a lot of work and is managing herself extremely well. I'm quite impressed with her. And I'm going to give a shout out to Beck McMurray, who is often on this page, who is one of the people who helped me with the vocational intervention program application this week. Thank you, Beck, for your suggestions and recommendations on how I can present the team. And I want to give a shout out to Ross, who is a part of my team this week, who has done another exceptional job with another report and an assessment and really has my back. I love the way you encourage me to look after myself before I do anything else, Ross. That does not go unnoticed, and I really appreciate that from you. So this weekend is coming up fairly quickly. We've had bizarre weather here. It's been very, very warm here today, which is lovely, although it feels like spring but looks like winter. And that's kind of messing with my head. It was a bit like me being in California last December, when it felt like summer but was acting like winter. It was warm, but the days were really short and the shadows were really long. I was very, very confused. Just why I'm glad that the next big event that I'm going to, a USA event, is in Hawaii, because I know that being on that equator, it won't freak me out too much. It'll just be wonderful the whole entire time, because it's going to be on friggin' Hawaii. How awesome is that? If you don't know what I'm talking about with the Hawaii event, I'll post a link below, because I think it's really important that anybody can get themselves there. Ernesto and I are doing a live Facebook Live this week. Oh, crap, Ernesto, we need to talk about that. So we can talk about my curriculum. I think that's what he's calling it. I've come up with some great stuff to run my workshop that doesn't matter if you're in private practice or not, if you're new or you've been in it a long time, everybody's going to benefit. It's going to be really quite significant. So I'm looking forward to sharing that as well. Well, I can't see any more comments coming through. Maybe I'll just press this button again and see if loading, see if it's going to show me anything else. Otherwise, I might wish you all a really happy weekend. Please make sure that you take some time to look after yourself, nurture, replenish, nourish yourself. I'm going to be reading my book. I've also pulled out of a drawer some embroidery that I started many, many years ago, because I've recently bought a magnifying light so I can actually see it again. So I'm looking forward to working out if I can do some embroidery. I know you're thinking, Jo, embroidery? Yeah, I used to love it. Make sure that you tell those in your world how much you love them. And I look forward to talking to you on Monday and sharing with you all things This is Private Practice next week. Bye-bye.